Thank you for the introduction. My presentation focuses on the labeler code request process, starting with some key details and then moving on to a live demonstration in CDER Direct. By the end of this presentation, you'll be able to understand the purpose of labeler codes, submit a labeler code request using CDER Direct, complete a labeler code assignment, update a contact or address details, and inactivate a labeler code if needed. Many of you are already familiar with this, so this will be a quick review. The labeler code is the first set of numbers in the National Drug Code, or NDC. The NDC itself is divided into 3 segments. The first segment, the labeler code, identifies the company and is assigned by the FDA. The remaining 2 segments, the product code and package code, are assigned by the labeler. The purpose of requesting a labeler code is to list drugs, whether prescription or over-the-counter, that are manufactured or distributed in the United States. A labeler code request must be submitted when first introducing a product into commercial distribution. So this needs to be done. Labeler code must be requested and completed within 5 days of the product going into distribution. If your company does not have any drugs that need to be listed with the FDA, you don't need to apply for a labeler code. Since labeler codes that don't have any drugs listed will automatically be inactivated after 24 months. Additionally, any labeler code not assigned by the FDA or obtained through false information may be inactivated without prior notice. And finally, firms have the option to inactivate their FDA-assigned labeler code if they choose to do so. There are 2 key labeler code document types to be aware of. The first one is NDC labeler code request, and this document is used for requesting a labeler code, completing the labeler code assignment process, reactivating a labeler code, and updating any labeler information or details. The second is the NDC labeler code inactivation, and this document is used to inactivate a labeler code that is going out of business or as a result of a company mergers and acquisitions. Now we're going to walk through the labeler code request process, including how to complete or update a labeler code live. So if you have your laptops with you, please go to the link on the screen. It's direct.fda.gov, and this will take you to the FDA Direct login page where we'll begin our demonstration. Once you log in, the CDER Direct homepage will show you all the submissions that you've sent or saved as drafts by default. Here you'll also see some basic data elements if you have multiple users in your account. The last modified user, document type, root, set, status. To create a new labeler code request under all submissions, you're gonna click on NDC labeler code request SBL. After clicking the link, you'll see a page with all the submissions that you've created, drafted, or submitted in the past. Since we are requesting a new labeler code, we'll click on Create New -Upload File. And you'll notice there's a pop-up here. This is just a reminder to let you know that it's preferable to wait until you have a product to list, and it also provides you with some processing time and guidance on how to reactivate an automatically inactivated labeler code. So click OK, and then select Create New NDC Labeler Code Request using a blank form and select Continue. And so for this presentation, we are going to request a new labeler code. So our document type here will be NDC labeler code request. Next is the set ID. The set ID is what the FDA uses to link submissions for any SPL over time. The root ID is also known as document ID. It's unique for each submission. And so for new submissions, the version number defaults to 1. And since this is a new form, the header details can be left as it is. We'll move on to labeler details. Now moving on to labeler details, enter the labeler name, the DUNS, and make sure that the labeler code field is blank. Since we're requesting a labeler code, this field must be left blank. Enter the rest of the labeler code information, the labeler contact details, and labeler contact address. The additional labeler details are optional, but as you can see here, including them will expedite your request. If you opt not to complete this information here, an email will be sent to the contact address to verify the physical address, DUNS, and business operations. So if the firm requesting the labeler code is located at a different address, you can enter the information here. If it's the same as the contact address, you can just check this box here to populate the same information without having to retype it. Next, we'll select the business operation of the labeler. Next, select the appropriate business operation for the labeler. For instance, if the business operation is manufacturer, you will provide the qualifier that tells us, provides us with information on what's being manufactured, whether it's human prescription drug or over-the-counter or both. You have the option to select multiple qualifiers. You can save and add additional business operations as well. At this point, you can either save your draft and return later, or if you think the submission is ready, we'll click on Submit SPL. So for this demo, we'll go ahead and submit the SPL. And so now we're back at the submission screen. You'll notice our submission says awaiting acceptance. An email will be sent to the contact email associated with the account. If there are any changes, if there are any validation errors, you will get notified. Or if the status changes to submission accepted, you'll get notified as well as shown here. So once your labeler code is assigned, this is an example of the assignment letter. Once you receive your labeler code and review the letter, you'll see that you are required to confirm the labeler code. This confirmation SPL is the official record of the labeler code in our system. So it's a necessary step before you can list any products. So to confirm our labeler code, let's log back into FDA Direct and complete the process. To confirm your labeler code with the assigned number and complete the process, we are logged back into CDER Direct, and we are going to select the previously accepted SPL that was used to create, that was used to request that labeler code. So Make sure that it's the same set ID, the same labeler done, same labeler name that was used for creating the labeler code request. So under status, we are going to select on this submission accepted labeler code request. Next, we are going to click on create new version, and that will enable the fields. And once we do that, we will enter the labeler code, assigned labeler code number. And that's it. Once we are done, we will simply go back and submit our product listing. Submit our labeler code request, and that is going to complete our labeler code request process, and you'll be ready to submit your product listing. There are several reasons why a labeler code request might be rejected. The first one, the requesting firm is not required to register and list. This can happen if the firm does not meet the criteria for FDA registration and listing, which is necessary for obtaining a labeler code. The product they manufacture or distribute is not a drug. Labeler codes are specifically for drug products. So if the product is not classified as a drug, the request will be rejected. The requesting firm is already assigned a labeler code. So if the firm has already been assigned a labeler code, requesting another one could lead to rejection, as each firm is generally issued a single labeler code. Industry-initiated labeler code inactivation occurs when a labeler code is no longer needed. This can happen due to several reasons. One, if a company goes out of business or there are changes in operations and the labeler code may no longer be required. In the case of mergers or acquisitions, companies may consolidate labeler codes, and that could lead to inactivating one of the labeler codes. If a drug under development fails to receive FDA approval, the associated labeler code may no longer be necessary. These are examples of just situations that could typically lead the company to voluntarily inactivate the labeler code. To inactivate a labeler code, let's log back into CDER Direct. Once you're logged in and you are in the NDC labeler code request page, make sure you select the labeler name or DUNS number that you want to inactivate. Next, click on Create New Version. And change the document type from NDC labeler code request to NDC labeler code inactivation. And finally, click on Submit SPL and your inactivation will be completed. To reactivate a labeler code that was previously industry-initiated inactivation that you've inactivated, go back into that submission, the NDC labeler code inactivation with the same set ID. All you have to do is change the document type to NDC labeler code request again, and ensure that you have the labeler code you want to reactivate. So if the labeler code that was inactivate was 00000, enter that labeler code number in the field and submit SPL, and that will reactivate the previously inactivated labeler code. To wrap up, here are the key points to remember. A labeler code SPL should be submitted when your drugs are ready to be launched for U.S. commercial distribution. Whether you need to complete the labeler code process, inactivate a labeler code, or update the labeler code assignment, always use the original set ID that was used to request the labeler code. Labeler codes without listed drug products are automatically inactivated after 24 months. And if you need to inactivate a labeler code manually from the industry, submit an NDC labeler code inactivation SPL. Now that we've covered the key points, let's test our understanding with a few challenge questions. Our first challenge question is, what happens if a labeler code does not have any products listed for 2 years? A, it will be automatically reactivated by the FDA. B, it will be permanently inactivated by the FDA. C, it will receive a notification 30 days prior to inactivation. Or D, it will be transferred to a different regulatory agency. And the answer is C, it will receive a notification 30 days prior to inactivation. A labeler code is a component of the National Drug Code, NDC, used to identify the manufacturer or distributor of a drug product. What does the labeler code represent in the NDC? A, the dosage form of the drug. B, the specific product formulation. C, the package size and type. Or D, the manufacturer or distributor of the drug. And the answer is D, the manufacturer or distributor of the drug. And finally, our last challenge question, which of the following is a reason why a labeler code request might be rejected? A, the requesting firm is required to register and list. The product they manufacture or distribute is classified as a drug. The requesting firm is not required to register and list. Or D, the requesting firm has not been assigned a labeler code. And the answer is, I know you all got that right, it's C. The requesting firm is not required to register and list. If you have any questions or need further assistance, you can always reach us at the email provided here. It's eDRLS@fda.hhs.gov. We're here to help with any follow-up questions or clarifications you might need. Thank you.